If you're over the age of 21, you can have up to 28 grams of marijuana for recreational use. And it's also been the lowest, it's also been...
Well, very good, because I filed a similar bill for Congress.
Right.
As you know, right now, people can't take full advantage of the Colorado law because theoretically they could be prosecuted by the federal people.
Right.
And I think that's pretty silly. And you're right. The way no logical person starting from any beginning would treat alcohol and marijuana so differently. And if you're going to treat one tougher than the other, you treat alcohol tougher than marijuana. So I've tried to do at the federal level, I could just file a bill to do what you've done here in Colorado. I didn't know that. I'm glad to hear it.
Definitely. Well, since you know that now, what do you think, with them having the DNCs and the only place in America that has that law, what do you think that's going to do as far as helping out your bill as far as personal use for responsible
Well, I hope.
adults?
Actually, I have to first say, you always like to admit when you learn something. I guess I didn't fully understand what the Mile High City referred to. I thought it was all about mountains. Now, secondly, I think it is helpful because people are going to be here. People have said to me, "Oh, if you change the law and you allow people to smoke marijuana, it'll be so terrible, etc." I'm glad you told me this because a lot of the people who are here don't know that that's true. And I'm going to be able to go back to Washington and say, by the way, you were just in a state where that law is in effect and you didn't notice any problem, so it could be very helpful.
What would a tax on a legalized marijuana do as far as helping our economy?
Oh, it could do a great deal. The state of New Hampshire doesn't have an income tax or a sales tax. It makes all its money by taxing alcohol and tobacco. And what we do now with marijuana is what they used to do with alcohol when they had prohibition. You let people who don't pay any taxes monopolize the business. It could be very helpful.
Definitely. What were some of the reasons or some of the issues you was like, hey, I got to put this bill out here and get it out?
The most important one, I'll be honest with you, is I believe in personal freedom. Look, I think the government's got to protect me from people who are going to take my property or destroy my property or swindle me or rob me. But I really believe in a free society. What I do with my money on my own time that affects me should be up to me. So I fight against people who want to make gambling illegal or tell you can't look at certain kind of pictures or movies. And I've had people say to me, well, aren't you afraid you're going to be encouraging people to smoke marijuana? And that's exactly the wrong attitude. Some people think that as far as the world is concerned, things should either be illegal or that the government should be encouraging them. And I think most things should be none of the government's business, that people should be free to do what they want.